Really well. It's your main man Anil coming live once again for 2023 for the Immunity for the Community podcast. How's everybody doing? How are you all feeling this weekend? You're well into the new year now. It's a week into January, and I'm sure you're ready to hit those New Year resolutions for your health and wellness. Well, today I've got the right solution for you. I've got the ideal thing that's going to get you going, and that is the Write Your Own Transformational Story course from yours truly, Mr. Immunity for the Community. As I would say, I'm going to show you how to channel your inner Rocky for 2023. I'm going to walk you through this entire transformation course in this podcast, and it is going to be a special podcast for you. You are going to see everything, how you can wire yourself now to manifest and achieve your goals, and to channel that inner Rocky inside of you to achieve your weight loss transformations for 2023, so you can break through all those limiting beliefs that have been stopping you, clogging you, and not getting you the results you want. You are going to align your energies and align yourself to your vision and push through. This is the year for you, and you've tuned into the right podcast. So let's kick it off. I want to introduce to you the relaunch of the Write Your Own Transformational Story course. It is absolutely amazing. I'm sure, as you will have seen, I relaunched and made the official logo for Immunity for the Community. I'm very proud of that logo. I want to say big thank you to everybody who gave me positive feedback about it. I'm very happy to have relaunched this course as well, and I'm going to walk you through it now. So let's start off with the first part of the Write Your Own Transformational Story course. So the first part we're going to go through is we're going to go through some of your most limiting beliefs when it comes to losing weight. What has actually stopped you from losing weight? What's the story that is no longer serving you in 2023 that you need to divorce so you can step into that new story, that new identity, and really kick on and push through for your weight loss goals? What are your most invasive limiting beliefs? What has stopped you from truly achieving your goals? Was it something that was done? Was it a wrong? Was it a past trauma? Was it something in terms of your own physical ability? Was it something that you felt that you just can't do? Did you let your mind get in the way of what your heart knows you truly can do? This is the question that I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, because we're all born believing we are more than enough. And what happens over time is that if we don't act on that potential that we do have, we start losing that belief in ourselves. And if we let the external environment affect the internal environment, then we truly are being primed in the wrong way. We need to now take charge of our inner world so we can manifest from the inner world into the outer world. Now, everything that you see in front of you, my podcast, was actually manifested within inside of myself as a dream and a vision to make into a reality. And that's why I'm sat here in my house in Warsaw serving you at the highest level. That is why I'm 10 stone down and still in shape. Some 10 years later, it's going to come up to 10 years since April this year that I've been in shape. What does that tell you, ladies and gentlemen? Empowering beliefs are far greater than limiting beliefs. You see, your limiting beliefs are stopping you from truly achieving your potential. Now, you may have certain fears, you may have certain anxieties when it comes to the gym. You may feel self-conscious when you walk in there. You may feel it's too much. You may feel you don't have time. What I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is that there are no excuses on this course. I'm not going to allow you to have that excuse, and there are no excuses allowed, because what it is, it's your mind trying to talk you out of what you know is right for you. You see, you must be able to take care of yourself in order to achieve your goals. And what I want to say is that a lot of the time, the only reason you believe you can't do something is because somebody wrote you off. What I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is that person who wrote you off is an idiot. You don't need to listen to them, and it's a waste of energy. And so what I'm going to do in the mindset part of the course, is I'm going to go through what are some of your most limiting beliefs. I'm going to work with you one-to-one. You'll get a free one-to-one consultation to start off with, and I'll run through what your weight loss goals are. Are you here to lose 20 pounds? Are you here to lose 50 pounds? Or do you want to lose 100 or more pounds? Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, it sounds crazy, but I can get you to 100 pounds lost. Because I lost 140 pounds in a matter of 3 years through persistence. And with my coaching and my knowledge about fitness and nutrition and what I've been through in that process, I will be able to get you from those sizes all the way down to your ideal weight. I guarantee you that. And if I can't do it, you'll get your money back. But trust me, I got the ability. So I'm absolutely confident that I can coach you to that success. That's my disclaimer. That's my disclaimer to say, if you feel that way, if you do want to, if that's how you feel, then by all means. But for sure, I'm the guy. I am the guy to get you into shape. And what I want to say is that in this free consultation, we'll go through what your weight loss goals are, and we're going to start to resolve those inner blocks that are inside of you. And we're going to start to use methods such as self-love and visualization, and certain methods that have really helped me in my own healing journey. And that is using methods such as EFT, visualization, meditation through the M word, Isha Kriya, and we're also going to go through a few other meditations that have also helped as well. De-stressing meditation, being able to show up and be present in your activity as a meditation. All of those meditations will help you to start becoming more present. So I'll give you a live example of how you can use the EFT method to resolve one of your inner blocks. So let's say right now you're overweight and somebody insulted you and you felt sad about it and you felt upset and this triggered you. So what you would say is you'd work with me on the EFT method, and you'd go, even though I felt this way because that person said I was overweight and they insulted me, I deeply and completely accept myself. I know this is their own insecurity in projecting onto me. They're projecting their own fear onto me, and I must not be fearful, for this does not serve me. And at the moment it's feeling like a 10, but as I do this EFT, as I resolve this emotion of sadness and shame that this situation gave me, I'm now coming down to an 8, and now I'm feeling better about it, understanding it's not about me and I have no reason to be angry or sad. It's coming down to a 5, and now I see that now I'm starting the journey of weight loss with my coach. This is no longer true, and it was not true then, it's just a projection. And so now it's a 1. And this method, as you work with me, will help you to resolve all of those fears. It will help you to let go of all of those feelings, those inner blocks that do not serve you. Those times where you wrote yourself off, maybe somebody wrote you off, or maybe you just stopped believing in yourself. That's going to help you to overcome those negative limiting beliefs, because what they do is they stop you from taking action. And let me tell you, enough inner blocks will clog your mind up, and you don't want that. What you do want is you want to have a healthy body, a healthy mindset, a growth mindset, so you can manifest your goals and follow through on them. And as you go through the process of working with me to discover what your inner blocks are, you'll find that you'll start to gain more self-love and self-respect, and that will no longer bother you, because you know you're taking care of yourself, and you know that the external environment has no influence on what you are capable of doing internally. And as you work with me on the visualizations, on methods such as the Tony Robbins priming, where you see 3 moments that you're grateful for, 3 goals that you want to achieve, and then you feel and think of moments and you step into them where you felt just happy for being, just happy for living, you will see the difference, and you'll start to wire yourself to achieve your goals a lot more. And this is something that I've done repeatedly over and over again, and that's why I've managed to get to a state where I'm in acceptance, I'm in a state of self-love, and I'm in a state of growth. That's how you can get there, ladies and gentlemen. You lose the fear by replacing it with gratitude. You never truly lose all of fear. What you do is you let go of those old fears that no longer serve you. You let go of those old insecurities, you heal them, you heal your heart and you heal your mind, and then you start to manifest that energy of growth, of happiness, of belief, of confidence within yourself, and you start to act from that place in a way of setting 3 mini goals for yourself for the day, following through on them, and then seeing them as if they're already done, seeing moments that you're grateful for, seeing your ideal future, loving yourself, appreciating yourself, loving everything about your life, loving everything that you are grateful for in your life, everybody that you're grateful for in your life, and looking inside of your heart and telling yourself, I am more than enough. I am worthy of love. I love myself. When you tell yourself that enough times, you will believe that now. And so what happens is, as you start to tell yourself that you love yourself, that replaces anything else that does not serve that purpose. Anything that serves to cause you to feel sad, anything that causes you to feel unhappy, anything that causes you to feel fear will instantly disappear. Because the minute you love yourself and the minute that you start to focus on everything and everyone you are grateful for, forgiveness can pour in, and that forgiveness can free you. And guess what? You'll change yourself from a person that needs to prove somebody else wrong to proving yourself right. And you're going to be in charge, and you're going to be the owner of your state. And the whole purpose of the Write Your Own Transformational Story course is that I want to coach you so well that you become so secure within yourself that you do this course and you're able to take care of yourself. And I'm only charging £30 per month on this course, and I'll drop the link in the description at the end of this video. I've launched the course on Fiverr, and that's how you can get in touch with me one-to-one. So we've gone through the mindset part. Now we're going to go through the next phase, which is the nutritional meal plan that I'm going to instill within you. So the nutritional plan is designed in such a way to help you to balance your energies, to help you to maintain your macros through the day, so you do not overeat, but you eat in a healthy and wholesome way. You're going to feel full from your meals, but you're not going to feel bloated. You're going to feel actually energized by what you're eating. So the way it's going to start is you're going to start by having breakfast at 7 to 7:30 before your shift at work. And so when you have your breakfast at 7 to 7:30, that's going to help to start your day on the right foot. A lot of people make the mistake of skipping breakfast thinking that's going to help them to lose weight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's not. If you skip breakfast, if you starve yourself, what will happen is you will hold on to the weight even more. The body will go into survival mode, and as you hold on to that weight even more, you will not be able to lose it effectively. Weight loss is a process. It is not an event. Let me repeat that statement. Let me repeat that affirmation. Weight loss is a process. It is not an event. That means you've got to enjoy the process. You've got to love yourself first of all, and you've got to take that action to take care of yourself. And taking care of yourself means waking up and having breakfast, because you're about to start a busy day at work and you want to have a full stomach. Your body has already processed the food from yesterday, and by the time you've woken up, you will have burnt anywhere between 2 to 4 pounds in water weight, because you cannot underestimate how much you burn in your sleep. Because the minute you go to sleep, that's 3 meals that have already gone inside of you from today. You go to sleep and your body burns. When you wake up, you are literally breaking a fast, hence the name breakfast. So for your breakfast at 7 to 7:30, you're going to have 1 bowl of porridge with mixed seeds such as chia seeds, walnuts for your memory. You're going to have 1 scoop of vegan protein, which I can recommend from my product range as well, in product range that I have, which I can also drop in the description. And then you will have that with 1 drop of honey. You'll mix all of that together. That is your porridge, and you'll have that with 1 glass of lemon water, or 1 mug of lemon water, grinded. You put it in the cup and you fill it up with hot water, and you will also have 1 glass of green celery juice. Now the glass of green celery juice is actually going to reset your liver and actually clean it out from the night before. So what that means is that you are going to let go of all of that all that yuckiness, all of that built up stress that you will have had from the day before, from making so many decisions, working so hard, the 9 to 5, your responsibilities, looking after yourself, looking after your family. All that built up acid in your body is going to disappear as soon as you drink that green celery juice. And after you drink that green celery juice, it's actually going to help to start your day in the right energy. You're going to feel energized as you have this green celery juice. And the lemon water is very positive for you because it's good for your body, it's good for your skin, it's good for your nutrition, it's good for your overall immunity and well-being, and that's going to really help to boost it. And what you should do at this point is you must wait at least 1 hour before you have your first cup of coffee or tea of the day. The reason why you have to wait is because you must allow the lemon water and the celery juice to start doing its good work in your body to cleanse and reset yourself. You see, if you start your day on coffee, having not actually had any kind of water, any celery juice, anything to hydrate you, you're already dehydrating yourself even more. You're already taking your energy down even more. When you start your day having lemon water, you're re-energizing yourself, you're revitalizing yourself, you're putting vitamins in your body. The when you have the green celery juice, you're also energizing yourself with all of those feel-good endorphins that are going to come from it, and that's going to start to help cleanse your body first of all. So I'd recommend doing that. You'd wait an hour, then you'd have your first cup of coffee of the day. So now you've started your shift, and your next meal time is going to be at 10 o'clock to 10:30, and that is your first snack of the day. That is a mid-morning snack. So this can be a banana, an apple, or a portion of blueberries. Either one you choose. But what I would say and recommend is that whatever morning snack you have a different snack in the afternoon, which I'll go through with you. After 10 o'clock to 10:30, you're then going to go on to your lunch, which can be anywhere between 12 to 1 p.m. And your lunch is going to be, in my case, now that I'm vegetarian, I'm leaning more towards that option. So by all means, let me know in the comment section if you feel that you are still eating meat and that's what you want to do. But what I would recommend is you have one vegetarian protein with a sandwich, a salad, and you'll have this with approximately half a liter of water. So you have either a sandwich filled with salmon, chicken, vegan protein, and in the vegan protein you will saute in turmeric powder, mixed herbs. Then you have a mixed salad, which will be rocket salad, tomato, lettuce, and then you can use a variety of condiments. I'd prefer that you keep it healthy. In my case, I would have a vegetarian condiment such as hummus, but you may be having something like mayonnaise or Caesar sauce. That's okay. And then you have that with half a liter of water. And what that's going to do is that's going to give you the energy to push through for the rest of the day. So half the day is already gone. Now it's time to start the rest of the day. Now it's time to carry on for the afternoon, and you've given your body all the nutrition you need to kick on for the afternoon. So the next meal time is going to be the mid-afternoon. So in the middle of the afternoon, you're going to have one afternoon snack. That's at 3 to 3:30. I would recommend 3 o'clock bang on, or maybe even actually 2:30 to 3. That's probably better timing. And what you will have is you'll have an apple and 100 grams of blueberries, a portion of blueberries. So that is one apple and 100 grams of blueberries. If you had a banana at 10 o'clock, I would have the apple and the blueberries at this point. If you had the apple at 10 o'clock, I would instead have a banana and blueberries at 3 o'clock. If you find that you're still quite hungry at 3 o'clock and you're having a lot of cravings, I would also recommend throwing in there 100 grams of flapjacks, just as a portion. Nothing too much, just enough to give yourself that energy to push through for the rest of the day. Because at 3 o'clock you will have already burnt through most of your lunch, if not all of it, having worked so hard. And now you're coming to the last part of the day, the last quarter, 3 to 5 o'clock, and you want to be able to just do your work at the highest level and push through and hit your goals. So that's the best thing I would recommend. If that's not for you, you could have yogurt, blueberries and an apple, or you could even have a protein bar. Like I've said, you could have a protein bar, and this would be just as effective as a flapjack. And what you can have at this point is you can have 1 cup of tea or coffee, and you can also have half a liter of water as well at this point. So that's making sure that you are staying hydrated throughout the day. What I also wanted to mention is that you just have half a liter of water about 10 o'clock alongside your 10 o'clock snack, because what you want to do is you want to start your day drinking water, giving yourself that good energy to be kicking on and pushing towards your goals, and you want to stay hydrated throughout the day. So what I would say is half a liter at 10 o'clock, half a liter of water at lunchtime, and half a liter of water at 3 o'clock. So that's already 1.5 liters down. So that's nearly almost all of your 2 liter of water recommendation for the day. That's your daily recommended amount, 2 to 2.5 liters of water, because 80% of your body is water, so that is something that you most definitely need. A lot of people are making the mistake of just having coffee and tea and drinking that like water, but what I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is that coffee and tea is not water. It is not as essential to your body as water. If you were to not drink any tea or coffee at all, and you were to just drink 3 liters of water a day, let's say 2.5, you would still be fine. It's just something that you must do in order to stay energized. I think tea and coffee is okay in moderation. I would recommend 3 to 4 cups a day, no more than 4 cups, because if you start going beyond 4 cups, then it becomes an addiction. Then once we get into addictions, that's when the problems start. So what I would say is stick to about 3 cups a day. One at the start, one in the middle of the morning, and one in the afternoon to keep you alert to push through the rest of your goals. And if you find that you're still having that caffeine addiction, I can work with you one-to-one on the limiting belief that is stopping you, and I can help you using the EFT method, because what that's going to do is that EFT method uses visualization and stepping into the scene, and it uses a whoosh pattern as well. So you take away that old picture of you having that addiction, and you replace it with a new one of whoosh. You no longer have it, you will have it in proportion. 3 cups a day. That's how I can work with you if that's what you're having an issue with. If that happens to be something that you also struggle with, I will coach you one-to-one on that. I've broken free from sugar addictions, I've broken free from negative thinking, I've broken free from caffeine addictions. Those are 3 addictions that a lot of people do not actually find their way to break through. I've broken through all 3. And what I want to tell you is that when it comes to mindset, the negative thoughts, once they start kicking in, people start getting addicted to sugar, and then they start having cravings, and then after they start having those cravings, then they go into caffeine, and then they go into caffeine to comfort themselves, to push through that stress, and it becomes a negative cycle. When we break that with mindset and rewiring, and we allow ourselves to be the energy, guess what? We are no longer at the helm of any of that. We have it in control. We have 1 teaspoon of sugar per cup of tea. We have 3 cups of tea a day, not more than 3, not excessive amounts. We're not talking about 10 cups of coffee, we're talking about 3. So that's what I can do for you if that's something that you found recently. But I digress. I now want to go into the last couple meals of the day, and we are going to look at dinner. So for your dinner, in my situation, it would be vegetarian protein marinated in a saute of onions, garlic, chopped tomatoes and tandoori powder, with 150 grams of potato wedges, 150 grams of broccoli, 100 grams of carrots, 1 drink of half a liter of water, and in the case if you're still eating meat, you could have 1 chicken breast. So this is a very nutritious dinner. Now I have this dinner every single day and it keeps me healthy. It is like a healthy roast dinner. See, what you're getting from this is you're getting the protein, you're getting the vegetables, you're getting the vitamins from the broccoli and the carrots, and you're getting a healthy carbohydrate from the potato wedges. I will start publishing recipes on how you can cook all of these meals, and I'll start coaching you one-to-one as well on how you can actually do it. But what I would say is that is absolutely wholesome. You will have that dinner and you will feel full. You'll feel full and you'll feel like you have the nutrition. You'll feel actually good about it. You won't feel heavy. You will not feel bloated. You will feel full and you'll feel good. Because the protein, the vegetarian protein, is marinated in tandoori as well as tomato sauce. It's in a saute of onions and garlic and black pepper. And when you mix it all together, it tastes almost like tandoori chicken for real, and it's just as good. It's vegan, it's healthy for you, it's going to give you that positive energy, it's going to help you to restore your energy after a long day at work. And you're going to be having the dinner at about 5:30 to 6. This is after your shift, after you've come home from a long day at work, and this is going to help to replenish your body after putting up so much all day, making so many decisions, going hard all day, pushing towards your goals. You've gone through your breakfast, your lunch, you've gone through all of your snacks, you've drunk your water, and now you're ready to just eat. And that is great. And this is a nutritious dinner that you can cook for yourself every single night. And this is a very flexible diet, ladies and gentlemen. It is not rigid by all means. I'm an open-minded coach. And if you find that you would rather have salmon at this time, instead of chicken, by all means, I can work with you on that. Of course, I myself am a vegetarian, and that's my choice. But if you are finding that you're still eating meat and that's what you want to do, I can coach you one to one. I can coach you in terms of what you should eat instead, and if you're going to eat fish at this time, I would say have chicken earlier, or vice versa. I will work with you on that. But in my situation, I have vegetarian protein both lunch and dinner, and that's what gives me the strength. And my vegetarian protein at breakfast is my vegan protein powder. So at each step of the day, what you're noticing is that you've had something green. Now, a mantra that I live by is always have something green with your meal. So if you notice, I had something green with my breakfast, which was celery juice. I had something green with my lunch, which was a mixed salad of tomatoes, rocket salad, and cucumbers. I had something green in my dinner, which was my broccoli. And if you're not going to have broccoli, you could have kale instead. That's also an alternative. But this is the point that I'm making. Always have something green with every meal that you have. If you have something green with every meal that you have, you will remain healthy. You will start to become healthy. So that is the nutrition part of the Write Your Own Transformational Story course. And now I'm going to go on to the workouts. Now, ladies and gentlemen, 60% of weight loss is determined by what you're eating, but 40% is also by the gym work. So if you do start eating healthy, you're going to start seeing an instant difference versus when you were eating unhealthy. But if you just eat healthy and you do not move your body, you will not start to lose the weight. And here's the reason why. You've got to move your body in order to get into shape. It is just essential. First of all, I recommend, if you're starting out on your weight loss journey, to start off with a daily walk. Starting off with a daily walk at lunchtime or whenever you have your break is a good start to the day. You get the vitamin C to your body, you start feeling good about yourself, you start de-stressing, you start actually detaching from stresses and your goals and things that you're pushing for. You start to relax yourself a bit and you're actually getting balance inside of your body. When you're doing that, that's going to start to help you to feel that you're moving your body. It's going to help improve your cardiovascular health. With the workouts that you're going to work with me on, I'm going to coach you on 3 main muscle groups. So here they are: chest and arms, back and shoulders, and legs. I will work with you on the chest and arms at the start of the week. I'll work with you on your back and shoulders at the middle of the week, and I'll work with you on your legs workout at the end of the week. So I'm going to go through each of these workouts one by one. So first of all, you're going to have one set of bench presses, and that's going to be your main set, and you're going to warm up on 10 reps. So that's going to be one set of bench press, and you warm up for 10 reps. Then you're going to do your 3 main sets of your bench press, which is 10 reps each. So you're going to do 3 reps. You're going to do 3 sets of 10 reps each. That's going to be your main set. That's going to give you all the burn. But to get the most out of your chest and arms, you're then going to drop set on the bench press, which is going to be the same weight as the warm-up weight for 10 reps. At this point, you're going to feel fully burning. You're going to feel the absolute stretch from those 10 extra reps. Then you're going to go into the bicep curls, which are going to be for 45 reps, and you're going to train with me to failure. I will coach you one-to-one on Microsoft Teams or Zoom. If you are not happy to meet in the gym, if you are not comfortable still going into gyms because of COVID, we can work with you one-to-one via coaching methods. I have a Zoom room. I also have Microsoft Teams. We can set up a call that way. You can even reach me on WhatsApp video. It's entirely up to you. I can coach you virtually on how to do these exercises. So, I want to give you the visual idea of how we do each one. So, imagine that I'm lying down, and imagine this is the bar, and this is the bench press. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And how we're going to start you out is we're going to start you off doing the bench press on a very light weight. So this will be either just a bar or maybe even 5 kilos. And that's just to start you off to see where you are on your journey. Once you start off on that journey, you're going to start to feel the burn, but your main set is going to likely be something which is double that weight. So if you started off on 5 kg, you're going to then start benching, let's say 10 kg for your main set. The idea is that slowly over time you get better and better at that weight, and then we incrementally increase the weight each week. So, well, each time you work out. So once I notice that you're starting to get stronger and stronger on that weight, I'll then push you and you'll start to go up 2.5 kg increments. You'll go from benching 10 to benching 12.5. You go from benching 12.5 to benching 15. You go from benching 15 to 20, 20 to 30, 40, 50. At the point of 50, you'll be very strong. At the moment, I'm benching about 55, and that's for maintenance. But that's how we do it. We incrementally increase your weight by 2.5 kg each time. And that way it's actually sustainable. You're going to have much more increased strength over time if you train this way with me one-to-one, as opposed to the way of benching 50 the first time you hit the gym. That is not realistic, ladies and gentlemen. You may feel that that's not enough weight, or you might not feel like that's manly or whatever, but that's a limiting belief. You've got to actually see where you are and where you want to get to. If you want to get to physical strength like this, you got to work on it week by week, and you got to appreciate it's a journey, because where you're losing weight, you're actually losing weight and building muscle to convert that loose skin and that fat into muscle, and you're using the protein as building blocks for your muscle. That's why you start getting in shape, and it's a process. Remember, weight loss is a process, not an event. Then we're going to go into the bicep curls. The bicep curls are simply like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, those are the bicep curls. They're going to start working the biceps muscles, and you're going to start feeling the burn exactly here. That's how you're going to build that muscle up. Then we're going to go into the tricep dips. So here are the tricep dips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's that exercise done. Now, I'm not going to walk you through the process of the back and shoulders as well as the legs, just purely because of time, and I can go through that with you one-to-one in our consultation. But I've gone through all of the steps of the Write Your Own Transformational Story course. So that's everything now, and now I want to talk to you about where you can actually start working with me on this course, and where you can buy, where you can purchase the Write Your Own Transformational Story course from. So I've launched my course on Fiverr, as you will have seen earlier on in the week, and this course is now available for you to start. So how you can reach out to me is you can now purchase the Write Your Own Transformational Story course in the description. I'm just going to drop it in the comment section below. And the Write Your Own Transformational Story course is £30 a month. £30 a month, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you're working out with me one-to-one, that's going to be 3 workouts a week, which is 12 workouts in an entire month. Now, what does that work out to as a pun? So that works out to that's £2.50 a workout. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to start taking care of yourself, it starts today. If not now, when? This is the Write Your Own Transformational Story course. It's very much affordable. It's very much in your budget. You can definitely gain a lot of value from this course. It will be life-changing to you as a person, life-changing to you as an individual. You'll be able to add so much value to your friends and your family based off of what you will learn on this course and how you apply it to yourself. You will change your energy, change your state, and change your lifestyle. For only £30 a month, you can buy the Write Your Own Transformational Story course here on Fiverr. As I would say, everybody, channel your inner Rocky. It's been a pleasure serving you at the highest level. Take care, have an amazing weekend, and let's work one-to-one so you can break through and channel your inner Rocky to make that lion become strong within you. Let's channel the hero for 2023. Let's divorce that old story that has not served you, and let's channel the inner Rocky, the lion inside of you. Take care now.